Hey guys, Sean Ellich here, Sales and Automation. Today's kind of a funny post. I was going through my book cabinet and checking out some of the old books on marketing and sales, and I ran across a design book that I used to use to help with client logo projects and creating new logos. Because creating a logo is like building a house. What kind of house do you want? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? Do you want tile? Do you want wood? It's always tough to do that. And so thanks to the new AI tools out there, it's really helped speed up and guide the client down the path to help your designers figure out just where their head's at when it comes to creating a logo, because it's so subjective. You could spend a ton of time. So I've got some pretty good tips on how to create logos these days, and I thought I'd share them. So let's dig in. Okay, so a lot of the AI tools out there like Looka, logoai.com, Logo Maker, and Canva are great ways to go down this path of creating a new logo and trying to guide your client or even yourself down the path of what you're really interested in. What are your tastes? What are your designs? What do you have imagined in that logo creation? So as an example, I threw in Innovations Domain, and what I do is I go through all those tools and I throw in the name. I might try some subheads, and I'll just keep running through variations and capturing the ones I think are decent. And then I just create a series of PowerPoint slides to show the client. And then that way it'll help me say, hey, look, just pick the ones that you like. So we have some idea as what your tastes are when it comes to creating that final logo. You can see we create all kinds of different versions of this. And I use the different platforms, like I mentioned, because they're all kind of different. You'll notice they generate similar logo designs, but it definitely helps with the creation process and helping guide him. Now, once the client has picked their, say, 4 or 5 versions that they really like, then that's when we go and create a design project, like Design Crowd, 99 Designs, CrowdSpring. I've used all of these tools. And what's great about it is instead of just having one designer take those 5 or so examples that you share with the client or that they've picked, now you're going to open this up to multiple designers to take that information and create their own versions. So what happens is you actually wind up with you can wind up with a couple hundred different designs. Now, that's really important because most designers, they have their own style and their own taste, and they just won't give you that wide of a breadth when it comes to options. And, a lot of times you don't know what you want. And so in that case, the more options you give a client, the better you are going to be. So you can see I've created multiple design logos, and I think they look fantastic for both B2B and B2C brands, different color guidelines and all that. It started with exactly this process. Go to logo generate AI generators, create some versions, then pick out the ones you like, then create a contest, get multiple entries, pick your winning recipe, make some minor adjustments, and bam, you've got your logo. It'll really help speed up the process and make sure you get exactly what you want. All right. Hopefully you find that helpful. Thanks.